Hello you guys, and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah, and today we are going to be doing some major closet decluttering. It's been about a year since I did a large closet decluttering, and the funny thing is, well, I feel like I made a lot of progress in that video. For whatever reason, I feel like there's recently been a shift, and I am just noticing more things that I don't wish to hold on to anymore, or just I feel like I'm past wearing. And I don't think I really recall ever having this exact shift before, or at least for a while. I've been someone who, in my decluttering, feels like I have more than I need, for sure. But I also am not the person who gets rid of things just for the sake of getting rid of them. So I have held on to more than, what you might expect from a minimalist in terms of clothing. But like I said, for whatever reason, recently I've just been feeling more of the urge to let go of certain things. Like I feel like I don't really need them anymore. I think it's partially due to my body changing. I have continued losing weight at a very gradual pace, and so it was kind of exciting as I've shifted over to summer clothing. Of course, now it's like very hot right now. I'm wishing we had some central air conditioning, but that's beside the point. But with the summer season, I was looking at some of my warmer type items and realized that, a lot of them didn't fit anymore. They were much too big. So, there's that perspective. But then also, in addition to that, just kind of wanting things that are really, the best fit for my body, best types of fabrics and feels, just wanting to make sure it's all very comfortable, useful, and looks good and makes me feel my best. So with those, there's definitely some pieces I've noticed that don't really make me feel my best, or just, in this new frame of thinking, realize are not going to be useful anymore. So because of that, I am going to be tackling my closet today, or really all my clothing. I do have a couple dresser drawers that are still clothing, so we'll get into some of those as well. If you saw the video I did about a year ago on this channel, I will link it below. That was an earlier closet decluttering. I kind of used the approach of taking everything out of the closet and out of the dressers, laying it all on the bed, and then sorting through stuff then. So I'm gonna do a very similar process here. Of course, it's my mindset that's changed, so things that I might have chosen to keep a year ago, aren't necessarily things I will continue keeping now. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that. So that's it for my closet. Now I'm going to add the things from the dresser. Alright, so I have emptied everything out of the closet, and like before, it's still a little bit overwhelming, but I'm going to be going through things. Now with the clothing from the dresser, I did take out all of the regular clothing. I'm not going to go through things like socks and underwear because there's no need to declutter that. But with the other parts, I only actually have 3 dresser drawers that actually contain other clothing, because one cool thing about minimalism is, as I've simplified my clothing, now there are currently 3 of my dresser drawers that hold non-related things. So we've got a drawer that holds all of our bedding, one of the larger ones. I have a drawer that holds a bunch of my filming equipment. And I also have a drawer that basically serves as an extension of our medicine cabinet in the bathroom with some other, extra products. We've got a very small cabinet in the bathroom, but not something, that's very spacious. So that has really helped because I don't need that extra space for clothing. And so I can have it store other items that wouldn't normally be there, and then we don't have to have other different types of storage. Got everything out, and I'm going to be sorting through it. Now, as I did before, the stuff that I am for sure going to be keeping, I will put back in the closet right away, or back into the dresser. But for the stuff that I'm not sure about, I'll have a for sure no pile and some maybes. But I'm curious to see what other items we'll find. So I have finished emptying out everything that was on the bed. This is my maybe pile, so some things I have to go through there. This is my definite no pile, and I'll be talking through some of those. Lots of extra hangers. One thing I haven't done in recent times is actually like coordinate the hangers. You see they're mostly like different shades of blue here, but I actually think I might be able to do that. Maybe switch out the white ones for blue ones. We'll see. This is what I ended up with in my closet. In terms of the 3 drawers of clothing, this one is workout attire. I have been working out more regularly recently at a place called Pure Barre, so I got a bunch of different leggings and tanks that I wear for that. Then in this particular drawer, this is a bunch of like my summer type clothing. I've got my shorts on this side. On this side we have different shirts and tanks. And then this one is my pajamas and lawn underwear, so that's more so like winters type stuff. But I do wear this dress a lot for pajamas as well as some different like pajama shirts. All right, so it's time to go through these different piles and the different items that I'm getting rid of. So these are all the things I'm definitely getting rid of. First up, I have this blazer. This was actually something I had during college, and I really liked it. I mean, it's very nice. I wore it a decent amount, but it has not been worn at all in the last year. I'm going to get rid of this. Next up, I have these 2 dresses, and I wore these a ton. These were wonderful dresses for teaching. I actually was given these from another teacher at my past school. She knew that I really liked used clothing, and she did not really find much use for these anymore, and I loved them. However, weight-wise, I feel like they don't really look very flattering anymore because they're sort of boxy, and they worked better when I was a little bit larger. So I'm gonna be donating both of these. This shirt is one that I actually bought used for the start of this year, and I wore it substantially. I really like the pattern on it. However, I don't love the material of it. It is mostly polyester and has kind of a, not a great feel. And also it's a little bit short, so I have to wear pants that are a little bit higher waisted. It's easier for me to just let it go. But I did definitely get my money's worth. I purchased it, I think, for $3 or $4 and definitely got that value out of it. I wore it quite a bit this year, but I think I'm going to move on from it. This pair of capris I had for a long time. I haven't been able to wear them recently because I still don't have a belt and need to buy a new one, but these are also a little bit too big and don't look that flattering. This sweater I've had for a while, and I've worn it to the point that it's got a few different holes in it, so it will probably have to be like, you know, recycled, but I don't need this anymore. And then also I had 2 pairs of yoga capris that both have holes, unfortunately. And I do still have another pair that I can use instead of these 2 that have holes. So these will also have to be recycled. And that brings us then to our maybes. This is my maybe pile. With these things, I'm kind of on the fence about them, but honestly, a lot of them are probably going to end up being no's. This was a pair of shorts I had to try on. I did purchase these used, and sadly, I hate to say it, but the tag is still on them. I didn't end up wearing them. And I think it's because I liked the idea of them better than really thinking about what was practical for me. They're kind of like dress pants, but in shorts form. And when I bought them, they were a little bit snug, and now they're a little bit too loose. But also I was trying to look at my shirts that would see what would go with it, and it just wasn't the right look, unfortunately. So even though I feel bad, I never wore them and they were really nice. I did buy them used. I am going to donate them again. I'm going to be donating this sweater. For me, it's personally a little bit too low cut and a bit too short, so I'm going to be donating that. I haven't worn it in a while. These pants I'm not donating. I actually borrowed them from my mom, so I'm going to be giving those back when I see her tomorrow. I'm on the fence about this sweater. I think I've had it for a couple years and it's definitely starting to show some wear because I wore it often, but I just feel like it's not that flattering anymore. So now that I'm here thinking about it, I'm going to donate it. I think with these remaining items, I do have to try them on just to see if they are worthwhile keeping. So I will take care of that and be right back. So when I'm back, I did try some things on. This pair of workout leggings I'm going to get rid of. They did get some wear and I wore them more in the past, but some of the newer leggings I got, I like a lot better. Well, newer used leggings I got. So I'm going to donate these. I was not sure about these white capris because I do really like wearing white things, but these were a little bit too loose. But I think what I'm gonna do with these is wear them for like the summer, the start of the summer, and I do need to get a belt to be able to wear them. So really the belt is something I need to do for like other things as well. But as I am used clothing shopping over the next few months, if I do happen to find a better pair of white capris, then I would switch out those, or I guess white pants. I really do enjoy wearing white stuff. So for me, I will keep these for now, but I don't think these will be a forever piece. I think this will be kind of a temporary thing. A few of these shirts I wasn't sure about, but upon trying them on, did realize that they are really great. So this blue shirt I really enjoy. I've worn this green shirt a bunch and wasn't sure if it was too thin in the back, but it is fine upon examining it, and it does work really nicely with black pants and black bottoms. I've decided to get rid of this white shirt. It's a little bit thin, and you guys know my love of the company Pact, and they have a lawn sleeve white shirt that I really love, and it's organic cotton and just fits better. So I'm keeping that and getting rid of this one. I wasn't sure if this sweater was too dingy. I mean, it wasn't ever white, it's a cream colored, but I am going to hold on to it. I do still wear it fairly often. It's a great piece to throw over like a short sleeve shirt. It's just a sweater I really enjoy. So I've been wearing it for like 4 or 5 years now, and it still works. I wasn't sure if I was going to get rid of this tank just because it is probably the lowest cut item I have, but I decided I love it, so I'm going to keep wearing it. Just not to school and other places like that. And then I have this scarf, and I am not sure yet. If you watched the video last time, I know I was like, I don't really know what to wear scarves with, and I definitely tried a few of the methods. I know I'd appreciated people left some comments with some tips about them. So with this, I'm not sure if I'll be wearing it on the trip this summer or bringing it on the trip, because especially when you're going into a lot of the historical like churches and other religious buildings, it is good for you to be covered up, like having shoulders covered. But since it's also very hot, it's not like you want to really wear a ton of clothing. So depending on what items I'm packing or dresses I'm bringing, this could definitely be a really easy thing that I could use to cover myself up quickly if I need to for entering those buildings. So if this is something that will work for that, then I might bring it. I also have a very thin, like easy jacket that's probably takes up about the same amount of space as this one, so that might be something I bring as well. So overall, today was a huge success. Total, I'm getting rid of 14 pieces from my closet, so I'm very pleased with that. That is something that will definitely help. And I also realized I have a lot of extra hangers, so I think I'm gonna also color code my hangers in my closet. So that will be my next project, but I hope this video was helpful. If you feel like you have too many clothing items or just want to take the opportunity to kind of adjust things, I'd encourage you to try out the same process. It seems to work well for me both times I've done it now. If you guys want to check out some other minimalist related videos, I will put those over here. And of course, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, we'd love to have you here at Abundantly Minimal, and you can subscribe up here. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.